videos. And those charts had copyrighted material on them, like real movies, song titles, real artists. They did it for a lot of they did FrostWire, BitTorrent, Kazaa, you name it, they were distributing it. And they were making money off those distributions too, from the advertising, or they're getting paid for every download they offered. So what happened is, this isn't, I want to make certain that everyone knows this. It's so important. Years ago, the group Metallica took a lot of flack because they sued Napster. And they sued their fans for downloading their music. It's not like that at all. This is the individual artists. Alki David has found individual songwriters and recording artists that have been wronged, and they are suing the big media company that lobbied Congress to make these laws, and are using those laws against all these little people that downloaded. It's going back the other way right now. It's going back the other way right now. So what it is, what you're going to see right now, and everyone be patient here, I'll show you plenty of toys. And you know, I do funny toy reviews, but what happened is if you go to the blog, it's right underneath my screen, it's called dancedwiththedevil.blogspot.com. Or if you search on the internet right now, CBS and Piracy, or CBS and Coalition of Artists, you will see that this is spreading across the entire internet. That one of the big media companies, the largest media company in the world, the one that's been pushing for all the tough copyright laws, the one that has Sumner Redstone goes on in these things. Copyright infringement is stealing. Piracy is stealing. We must prosecute these people. Wow, that's something from the guy that, while he was doing that, was distributing LimeWire. Most of the copies of LimeWire at that exact same time. And what I want to know is, why? He must have known it's his own company. What was going on here? Was this a trap? Do you think this could have been a trap? Could they have planned this? Is this part of a conspiracy to make it look like copyright infringement was exploding to get laws passed that they wanted to? I don't know the answers to that. But you know what? This lawsuit will bring out those questions, and we'll get those answers. Why the hell did this all happen? Oh yes, if you downloaded LimeWire and used it, you very potentially could get sued. That's the whole point of it. They have laws. There was a single mom who downloaded 24 songs. There's like $1.5 million judgment against her. And they took it to court to appeal it. And the head of our Justice Department wrote a letter to the judge saying, no, support that $1.5 million judgment. Do not overturn it. Do not lower it. Because that's what the law is. Those exact same laws now apply to Sumner Redstone and CBS. Let's see what happens. Let's see if those laws were written just to prosecute little people like you and me, or were those really written for everybody? Let's see what happens to this in return, because those same laws are very specific. And the law says, who distributes, the person, the individual, the entity that distributes the device, which is software like LimeWire, FrostWire, if they distribute it and promote its use for copyright infringing purposes, you know it's legal to distribute that stuff. It's perfectly legal to distribute LimeWire and everything. But you can't promote its use to infringe copyrights. They distributed this software and encouraged people. They actually promoted its use to infringe copyrighted materials by showing it physically on their charts and in their reviews, where their actual editors wrote, there's one that says, we downloaded the song Heart-Shaped Box by Nirvana on 2 systems. And this system worked better. Things like that. Copyrighted material and songs. Right? So I'm just saying is, they did it all the time. There are test charts. Later tonight, I'm going to do one more show, and I'm going to drag in pictures to show you what they were doing live. I want to show you these pages of what they had. They're changing their website like maniacs right now to try to take this material down. But I have a million screen captures of it. And it's all in the attorney's hands right now. And you can actually look at a lot of this on the Internet Museum. You know the Internet Museum? There's something called the Internet Wayback Machine. You go to the Internet Wayback Machine and you can see all these pages archived. They're still there. And you could witness with your own eyes. Oh my God, look at this. They have instructional videos showing how to steal copyrighted materials. They actually show the copyrighted songs right in the screen. Here is actual charts where they have Kazaa and Morpheus and LimeWire. Here's Metallica and Madonna and all these very famous people all lined up there. We tested all the services. They actually said things like which is the best one of these to infringe copyright laws big time? They actually say it. And they kept distributing this software for a profit. They made big money on this stuff. And now they're saying, oh, this is just, you know, sort of, here, I'll actually want to hear what they actually said. I can tell you their exact words. Let me tell you what their exact words are. Let's hear their exact words. In a statement, CBS calls the lawsuit a desperate attempt to distract copyright holders like us from continuing our rightful claims. A distraction. A distraction. A distraction. Here is the largest media company in the world, and they were the ones distributing the software to do it. They had instructional videos, they had editorial articles, they had charts and graphs, and they had flippant articles about, wow, this is the best on earth to steal your songs, things like that. So remember, this isn't about like some musician going up against Napster or something. This is the largest media company in the world distributing the software, promoting its use for copyright infringing purposes, then going to Congress saying, we need laws, we need enforcement. They're stealing our stuff online. Did they ever say, oh, by the way, we distribute LimeWire. Want to see our chart showing how easy it is to do it? Maybe you'd like to download LimeWire yourselves, Department of Justice. It's so easy. We have a chart for you so you can see how effective it is compared to other services. We actually have software that will hide your digital track so you can't get sued for copyright infringement. We actually did a review with an editor that says, it works great. Let's test it with a Lady Gaga song and actually do screen caps where they test it with the Lady Gaga song. And those are the same people suing kids. Those are the same people going to Congress saying we need laws. Now, think about this. Think about this. And and in this lawsuit against YouTube, they called YouTube Video Grokster. Grokster was like LimeWire, was shut down, and it was a part of a big Supreme Court ruling, right? They compared our YouTube community to Video Grokster. They ought to know they distributed all of it. I talked to the guy that actually was the president of Grokster, says, CNET, that's now a division of CBS Interactive. They distributed all of our software. Oh, geez. I wonder if they ever told Congress and the Justice Department that bit of information. So think about it. Well, we don't know. They have, see, Viacom has sold the world. They have sold the world that if they lose this appeal, it'll be the end of all copyrights as we know it. This will destroy all copyright law. If it wasn't for me outing them and what they were doing with all this file sharing software, they'd still be distributing it just like water today, making all this cash off of it. Right? I kind of wonder. I want to find out why it wasn't investigated. That's the thing I'm going to be. And you know what? Can you picture the RIAA and, submitting letters and threats to CNET for years? Stop distributing it, get rid of those reviews. And they probably just ignored them. One of the things that there's going to be discovery on is I want to see all those letters the RIAA sent to CNET. There must be substantial correspondence with them begging them to take that down. Pleading with them not to run this material. And they flagrantly probably did not listen to what they were saying. So that's one of the first things we're going to get, I'm sure, is all the correspondence between the RIAA and CNET division of CBS Interactive.